Hello, and welcome to the MySpace podcast. I'm your host, Smiley, and today I will be reviewing the book Wish You Weren't Here by Gracie, Ruth, Mitchell. And I'm going to try to get through this fast because I don't want the light to go down because it's setting and the light is super good right now, so that's why we're doing it now and not tomorrow in the morning because it's so nice. Okay, anyways, let's get through this then. Rating. So I give this book an 8 out of 10. It is such a cute book. It's definitely one of those, it's a feel-good, something I don't know what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say something. So, there are some, timeline issues and stuff that doesn't really seem to fit together. But it's fine. It's not a big deal. The last couple of chapters were a bit weird, but in all, it was a really cute book. So those things don't really have I don't have a big problem with those. It doesn't affect how I really felt about the book. Oh, I almost choked. I love how in this book she was the girl Clementine. Oh my god, mean names. So I love how she was in a sense kind of a stronger character because she was the one who was teaching him how to be human. POV. It's first person and it switches between Clementine's and Alaric's point of view. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. And I definitely didn't just search up how to do it. How to say it, pronounce it. Genre. Is romance. It's slightly rom-com-y. Most of the comedy kind of comes from him not knowing anything. Fake dating, but it's not really in the sense that you usually see, because that's not the whole big aspect of that book, I feel like. So it's kind of different, but also not at the same time. I don't know, it just feels different in this book. Plot/storyline. So, Alaric is somehow let outside of his teapot, summoned somehow. He's British, so it's a teapot, not a lamp. I think what was said in the book was that the cat knocked the teapot over. Well, knocked the top off. Okay, continuing on. Clementine is immediately against using any wishes, so she's like, no, I don't want to do this. Because she feels really bad about the life that he's been forced into. Her aunt, Flossie, will use a wish, and wishes for Clementine to have enthusiastic suitors, which doesn't go well. Then Clementine vows to free him, but before he can be free, he has to learn how to be able to be a good human and live amongst them or something like that. So Clementine starts to teach him. Then, to try to dissuade the two suitors from the wish, Clem and Alaric start to pretend to date while in public. While also trying to figure out their own feelings towards each other because they both like each other. He doesn't know, and she's in denial. He doesn't know what he's feeling, but he feels something, and she's just definitely don't like him. Definitely not. So yeah, that's kind of the whole main thing of the book. Some things happen, and then in the end, they end up together. Woo! It's a romance book, of course. They always end up together. Except that one book. We're not going to talk about it. We can't give it away. I've totally already talked about it in one of these videos, though. Clementine. So, she is super empathetic, completely. She cries all the time. She feels really bad that Alaric has had to live in a pot for his whole existence. And so she's all she gets him to stay out, and he wants to, and She asks him all these questions like, do you want to, what do you want to do? She asks him what he wants to do. And then she's all like, I really wish somebody would ask me that in life. I'm like, yeah, honestly. She has really bad anxiety and she has panic attacks. She takes medication for it. She was an orphan. Her mom left her. Her mom didn't want her. So she fears that people will leave her. And that goes into her anxiety, really. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Just know she's super empathetic. So she feels a lot for people, and she has a really hard time saying no. Alaric, he has no people skills whatsoever. And it's super funny. No communication skills. He's really bad. He's brutally honest. He'll say anything that comes to his head. He doesn't know that he shouldn't say it because it's rude. But slowly he does learn how to have those conversation skills. But still, at the end, he doesn't have them. He's still learning. Don't worry. He also doesn't understand his own feelings, but slowly he does begin to understand them. He just doesn't know how to explain them. He just knows he feels like warm or like hot and stuff. Like his body reacts in different ways, but he doesn't know why they're reacting in that way. So he's kind of learning them throughout. And he does, I think at the end, he does kind of understand them a bit more, but just in all, he's still learning at the end how to communicate in the right way, not hurt people, and what his feelings mean and stuff. What we do know is that he would literally do anything to protect Clementine. He's protective of her, but he does let her fight her own battles, like right off the bat. He's like, I'm letting you fight your own battles. One thing I do wish about this book is that we would have been able to see him regain his memories of before he became a genie, because he was a human. And I wish we would have been able to know what his life was like before. I kind of want to know. Because there are times when he's like, I don't know how to do this, but then like when he does it, he kind of like has this feeling like he has this feeling and knows how to do it. So like he's done these things in the past, and one of them is kissing. He has kissed somebody in the past. I'm just gonna know his past. I have to know. Like there's something going on here. I'm just curious, you know? Okay. Aunt Flossie. So the main thing about her is that she's super stubborn. Stubborn? It's stubborn. But, why is the English language like this? Because it's O-R-N, there's no E, but it sounds like there's an E. I'm really bad at spelling, so, like, ooh, stop moving. I told that while I'm one hitting it. Okay, back to Aunt Flossie. Can't get distracted by words. Just know I can't spell. But I'm getting better. So, she doesn't want to worry Clem about things, so she doesn't tell her certain things, and she keeps it. Clem does know she is super smart. She is smart. But Flossie just doesn't want to worry her about these things. She is old. She's kind of dying too. She's getting into that age. And she just doesn't want to worry Clem about that. So yeah. Anything else? Clementine, she does have two friends, Sophie and Willa. Yeah, they are, Willa is a lot like her, Sophie's not, and I'm guessing that, because I don't think this is the only book in the series but right now it's gonna be about them. So if you read them, we'll figure out more about them, because I'm pretty sure, because Sophie has a past, and I gotta know what that past is, because like she doesn't cry, and she only cries like one time a year, and I'm like, I gotta know. Gotta know what the story is for that. Anything else? Not really. Not about. Okay. Um, Spoilers then. Okay. Because the two other wishes had not been wished, the first wish kind of just kept getting stronger. So they thought it would dissipate over some time, but it didn't. It just kept kind of growing. So the two that the wish affected, the two suitors, the power of the wish just kind of kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So their infatuation with Clementine just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So like worse in general, all the way up to the point where they almost kind of kill each other. But then Alaric kind of saves it, and he kind of realizes something, and also he wants to protect Clementine, and that's also when he proves that he's ready to be human. Woo. Also, just remember, there's a whole other part of the book that I gotta know more about. There are a lot of plot holes in this book. So, yes, plot holes that we've realized. I'll if I remember, I'll talk about it. So then after that whole thing, Clem and Alaric finally kind of they confess their feelings towards each other, and they're like, after this, I want you to stay with me, kind of. That's not really how it goes, but that's kind of how it goes. Then later, when Clem is going to say the final wish to set him free, we have some truths come out. So he tells her what he did that made him become a genie, and that was basically that he cursed another person to become a genie. He hated this person. He was super angry at them, and so he cursed them. See, this is also another reason why I want his memories back. Like, I want to know why, you know? So then we I don't know where I was going. I lost my train of thought. I'm so it's yeah, anyways, because he did this, he was then forced to become a genie himself. Which doesn't explain why he said that he told he told Clementine that there weren't any other genies, but he said he cursed someone to be a genie. I'm so confused now. Plot holes. See, when I talk books out, I find the plot holes. And then after that, because Clementine, he told Clementine that Flossie had made the second wish. But Flossie told him not to tell, so he can't tell Clem no matter how much he wants to tell her. So Flossie has to tell her, and this is when Flossie finally tells her what the second wish she made was, and that was basically for Alaric to help her die. She doesn't want to be like being kept alive by tubes and stuff, so she wants to kind of die peacefully, and kind of before that, she doesn't want to have to live with that, with her like everything dead, but her being just kept alive by those things. Which, it really hurts Clementine, but she's all like, I understand. I'm just angry. And then Clem finally makes the final wish to set him free, for him to be a human, and he disappears for a whole year before he does end up coming back. And then he's all like, I guess like 3 other girls, and it was, I'm like, still have no people skills. He's all like, and he said that, like, he kissed the 3 other girls so that, because it was an experiment, he wanted to see if he why he wanted to see why he liked Clementine, like if it was for her personality and stuff, or just because she was the first girl that he's like ever actually met. And then he realized it was because of who she was. So, whoa. She didn't really get that angry about it, so, you know, there's that. And then, yeah, happily ever after, I guess. We don't really get a into the future type thing. So we don't know. They could have broken up. I don't think they would, though. Plot holes. Okay, so there's this, carousel. You know, one of those things with the horses that goes round and around, a merry-go-round. Gosh, words are not my forte sometimes. Anyways, so, oh my god, I didn't turn. That's fine. I didn't turn on my thingy again. I keep doing this. I've forgotten it again before. Okay, back to that. So basically, this thing is kind of magical, but we don't know why it's magical, so that's kind of annoying. Like, it's said to be magical. Alaric actually says it's magical, but we're not told why. Anyways, now because I'm kind of angry and annoyed that I forgot to turn on my microphone again, the one that's on the camera, so that I can sync audio and the video up. And I'm going to have to do it manually again. We just love that for me. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching and listening, and have a good rest of your day, night, week, month, year, life. Thank you and goodbye.